They're called ugly dolls, a real fad in the nation's toy stores. Believe it or not, the promoters of all things ugly are enjoying a handsome return these days. Just take a look at some of the events our Mo Rocca has been dropping in on.
This summer, in beautiful Sonoma, California, something ugly happened. Very ugly. Did you ever feel like just grabbing her and saying, "You are so ugly"?
All the time.
At the world's ugliest dog contest, the competition is stiff. How do people react when they see Gus?
Well, sometimes. Oh, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I am. He got tired of being called ugly.
It's gonna be a long day.
These pint-sized apostles of ugly come from across America to spread the message that ugly isn't just okay, ugly is beautiful. He is, by conventional standards, ugly, and yet I oohed and awed the first time I saw him.
Yeah, I think people's first reaction to him is he's hideous at first glance, but then you see it again and you realize there's something else there. It's not what you first saw.
So what is it about these ugly pooches that's so doggone appealing? Professor James Serpell is an authority on human-pet relationships. He says the appeal of ugly could be rooted in something called cute response.
The theory is that we have a kind of an instinctive reaction towards anything that looks childlike and sort of dependent. And we can't control that, it comes from deep inside us.
It's why we coo over kitties and turn to puddles over pandas. But doting on a dog that looks like this? Could it be that ugliness is exaggerated cuteness, just driven to an extreme?
In a sense, if you allow that an aspect of cuteness is this kind of dependency, this need to be cared for and nurtured and looked after. And I think a lot of these ugly dogs definitely trigger that response in people.
And who's needier than a three-legged, one-eyed Chinese crested?
Who indeed?
But ugliness isn't just for the dogs. An astonishing array of ugliness is seducing us. From the big stage to the small screen.
Betty Suarez?
Hi, that's me.
From the auction house to the toy store, even on the red carpet.
I'm reminded of Tilda Swinton's look on the red carpet at the Academy Awards last year. She was wearing an Alexander McQueen sort of cocoon, and I was one of the few people, maybe the only person, who stood in support of her. People were saying that was a ridiculous dress, and how could she have worn that?
Designers, may I ask you to gather round, please?
Tim Gunn is the co-host of the award-winning fashion design show Project Runway. 2 seasons ago, Ugly Beautiful won big with the designs of contestant Jeffrey Sibelius. Designs that arrested the viewer with an initially repellent quality.
I don't even like the word ugly because it implies that there's something wrong. It's just a different flavor and it's unexpected. I'm reminded of the first time I had cilantro. I thought, what is this? And then I had a second try and I thought, this is really an interesting flavor. And now I can't get enough of it.
I love the cilantro example. Cilantro is an ugly, beautiful flavor.
It is. It really is.
Is ugliness hot now?
Yes is the answer.
Simon Rogers runs Ugly New York, an agency representing some of the most beautiful ugly models you've ever seen.
Here's another girl who I just loved. And as you can see, she's a big girl.
She's got back.
She has got back. She's an incredible person. She's so fun and so happy and really one of the best people that we ever had walk in the door.
We went scouting for America's next top unconventionally beautiful model. Would you describe your beauty as unconventional?
Beauty, I'm ugly.
Of course, for those of us cursed with classically good looks, there is hope. an unflattering portrait can be yours, courtesy of Canadian artist Aitor. That's right, he makes people ugly. And they pay him. I'm looking forward to my unflattering portrait. I'm not sure that I want lots of blood, though.
What about bloodshot eyes?
Makes me look like I have a good social life. No, it's not as easy as it sounds. Has someone ever sat for you who was so attractive that you've had to make up some ugly?
Yes. Yeah, that happens. That happens a lot.
Is it happening right now?
No, it isn't.
Whether it's a trend or not, ugly is ready for its close-up. And it's never looked better.